Can I scry to the bottom yet, Moto? I think my internet's working now. Chat, say something if you can see me streaming. Oh, thank God. It let me scry to the bottom. It did it. We're back. Sorry about that. Anyway. Split-second Arbiter Legacy would be sick. Did you test it, Catmix? I want to, like, get a good non-potato quality clip. So I can spread that around on Twitter. So people can actually see it.
But then you would have to play modern.
I mean, I could just do, like, a casual match with someone and, like, test it out. Or I think Catmix and Spirespace were going to try to clip it or something. I thought it was me. Yeah, occasionally my internet just likes to, like, crap out for no reason. Posted the clean version on Twitter. Oh, okay. I have to go check that out. I only saw the potato one that got posted to Discord.
She's chewing on your.
Eh, that's fine.
Thing.
Hey, we're not getting Lotus Petal Dotsies. That always seems to happen to me. The old rest in peace surgical extraction combo. Alright. No... Alright, no Dread of Night. That's good. Good to see. Am I slamming Rip or Stoneforge here? I don't think they can kill me next turn, especially with Mom and Thalia in play. I think the Stoneforge is fine. Rip's more mana efficient.
So Stoneforge is equally mana efficient because it lets you keep up mana for surgical.
I mean, I guess that's true. But just like if I'm planning on ever casting this Rip, which I guess I don't really need to because this surgical probably does about as much as a Rip would do in a given turn. So yeah, let's play Stoneforge. Rip makes Kill Through Thalia really hard. Yeah, but we can also play it Rip later. Also, Surgical makes Kill Through Thalia still hard, not as hard, because it doesn't turn off Threshold as easily.
Yeah, Rip is definitely better than Surgical.
I almost want to grab Sword, because like Sword on Thalia is just like so close to game. If we draw 4th land. It like protects it from Dread of Night and Massacre. And Chain of Vapor and Echoing Truth. And like everything else. I'm gonna grab Sword.
Yeah, makes sense.
Oh, I hope I don't die here. Be kind of impressed. Unless the kill involves Massacre. In which case, I'd be a little bit less impressed. What you got? Wow, please no. Why do I even say things? Hey, we're untapping, so that's nice. Do I just surgical this? Like Surgical Massacres and also cast Rip?
Do people play more than one surgical?
Well, no, it just like lets me see their deck and I'm playing Rip anyway. It just like lets me see their deck if we're going to a game 3.
Then don't you hit Ponder?
I guess because
or the land, so you can hedge because you don't think he has another Massacre.
That's fair. Oh, we were drawing the lands too. We're gonna get them. So at least we can Rip and Surgical and Port still here, but I guess Surgical. I don't hate Surgical in like Polluted Delta or something, or Ponder. I think they would have just massacred on the swamp and cast Ponder if they had one though.
Yeah. They also didn't play land this turn, right? So
yeah. So Surgical and Delta
they probably don't have lands or Ponder, but
oh, that's fair.
I mean,
like Surgical. I mean, Ponder would be an okay. Actually, no, we're just porting Silence, so Ponder's not a very good draw. I think that Surgical and Delta's not bad.
Yeah.
Just take them off of like hitting lands because they definitely have 3 other Deltas in the deck because that's the best fetch land.
Why would you do this?
Well, let's just take a look at their hand and deck. Surgical is Polluted Delta. Gimme. We could also just like save the surgical and not fire this off in case they like bounce the rip at some point and try to go off. But I like looking at their deck. That's a hand. Empty the Warrens is a scary card to see.
Double.
Alright, well first let's rip all these out of the deck. Second, let's screenshot this in case there's a game 3. Seems to be only one Massacre and one Chain of Vapor and one Echoing Truth that's in their hand. 2 Hercules. I don't know, 2 Echoing Truths.
So the rest in peace can get punched, but
It still gets the
Not yet.
trigger too.
Yep.
So what color am I porting? I have to port their black, right? 'Cause their hand is Dark Writ, Echoing Truth, Empty, Fatal Push, Tutor, LED. So porting black keeps me the most alive to not get like emptied. Because I don't really have any cantrips to cast anyway.
I mean you can't cast empty.
Yeah, but if they like draw a land, they can only empty for like not a lot, but you board the blue if you don't mind them killing you on the spot. They can't kill me on
No.
the spot.
They have to draw a red source. Do they? They have a Valk, so they can play it if they get the red. But
Oh, are we doing
Can't
something?
do-
What'd they draw? Not just playing an LED, sure.
that seems weird. I mean, hedging.
Yeah.
But-
Ooh, double port. Seems pretty good. So they have a Fatal Push in their hand, which makes things awkward. Another LED. Yeah, Recruiter for Thalia seems a lot worse when they have Fatal Push in their hand.
What can you recruit them?
I mean, not a lot else. Sanctum Prelate, play it next turn, put it on 1. Turns off the Dark Ritual and the Fatal Push. They'll have Tutor, Echoing Truth, Empty. Oh, they have Echoing Truth too. That's super obnoxious.
Yeah.
Their hand is just, like, really mean. This is not a nice hand. This hand makes me sad inside. Their hand is Dark Writ, Echoing Truth, Empty, Push, Tutor, question mark.
Yeah, I'm just wondering if you can play some sort of clock. You took out the bright lines, so you can't do.
I also can't Tutor for Brightlings, so.
Oh, all right.
Don't look at the deck. We got 16 minutes, and Storm does not exactly take a long time.
Mhm.
Relic Order doesn't do anything right now. Tutor another Stoneforge. Get Batterskull. Revoker on double LED gets pushed. Shame that they have push, otherwise you'd... Yeah, exactly. Revoke 2 LEDs seems pretty hot, but... I definitely don't want to cast whatever I get this turn, I don't think, because I want to port them. Otherwise it gets scary for them to cast Infernal to like double crack LED.
Yeah.
So I think we're just grabbing Prelate and porting.
Makes sense.
Prelate on 1 makes it more obnoxious. They have to like use 2 mana and bounce it with Echoing Truth.
Yeah. The
They also actually can't Fatal Push it without like cracking a fetch or something, right?
well,
they
they
need-
can
they need
never
revolt.
fatal push it.
They need to Revolt to Fatal Push.
They had to spend their entire turn, right now at least, echoing truthing it, and then going off that turn. But that means they don't have.
It's a lot of Lionside
That
diamonds.
means they don't have a graveyard.
Hmm.
So
Also, if we manage to, like, if we play Prelate on 1 here and port it and they don't Echoing Truth in response, we can actually get the sword on the Prelate, which prevents it from getting Echoing Truth.
oh yeah.
They can't Fatal Push if it's on 1 anyway, yeah. 3 LEDs is horrifying, though. It is quite scary. My next plan is to Flicker Wisp this Recruiter for a Phyrexian Revoker.
Mhm.
Put this Prelate on 1. Rumor has it. It's just like, it's Photoshop stuff. I don't know if it's confirmed Photoshop, but people have faked that Reddit post before. So I wouldn't put any stock into it all the time. Do I still port the Swamp here? Or put the island now?
No, you port the swamp. Because the island's only scary because they have Echoing Truth, but that's an instant.
Oh, that's fair.
So
Lost a double pack rat mono-black reanimator. God. Feels bad, man. The beta rumors come around every time, and if they're true, we usually know immediately where other beta players confirm. Oh, that's... I have to cast a spell here that doesn't kill me. This is just going to be like LED, triple crack LED ad nauseam or whatever. Try to go off without 2 mana spells. Or without 1 mana spells, I mean. That was a concern of putting it on 1. 1 definitely lets them still, like, kill you. This is just ad naus with 9,000 mana floating. They're at 14. They have a ton of... Oh, they're leaving LED. That makes some sense.
That's super difficult.
Alright,
Because
useless,
they only have black
useless,
mana,
useless,
and they played
useless.
their land. So yeah, they need the most pedal.
They got mana here. Oh, is that lethal yet?
Um,
I don't know how many spells they've cast this turn.
it might be no, they can't cast Chain of
This is the
Visions, so,
third. This is the third spell they played this turn, right?
Yeah.
4, 5, 6. They can also cast. Oh no, they can't cast ones.
They
7, 8.
they can't cast
Miracles.
it because they don't have enough mana.
Oh, they're dead. Oh, they just don't wait. They only have.
They only
3,
have 2
4.
mana.
They have 4 mana total.
They have 3. Oh yeah, 4 mana.
So they could have cast the tendrils there, but like not for lethal. We did it. Yeah, 14 was not a super high life total to add nos from.
Not when you can only play
Yeah,
2
not
spells plus.
Yeah, not when you can't play 1 mana spells, and also you can't use your graveyard for like a Past in Flames thing. Opponent def messed up, did they? Storm's hard. Wasn't doing a lot of math there. Did you do it or did they not do it? It's the same thing. Shh, don't worry about it. They could have also like cracked the third LED. I don't really know why they were hanging on to it. It seemed like the mana was kind of a choke point there.
I think that's
Should have cracked
probably
all the LED
yeah.
and stopped early and did a mini tendrils to buy time.
No, they can't stop.
They can't stop to empty later because the empty was in their hand and they discarded it.
Well,
So everything, if they mini tendrils, they just don't have any win cons anymore.
right, because they can't get their graveyard back.
Yeah.
They can't
Let's look at this deck.
ever do passive forms. So
Yeah. They have 1 tendrils and 1 empty, and that's like their only win con. So they literally have to kill me that turn, or like not cast the tendrils. If you play Arbiter, what will we do while you surf your band for refusing a bug? Are you guys brothers? We're not brothers. This is just my friend from college who's visiting for a couple days. How much time do we have to look at this deck? A minute and a half. Yeah, I think cracking the third LED is probably correct.
definitely.
Especially because they lost 2 Infernal Tutors, so like banking on
I
the
think they
third.
had lethal if they cracked LED because they had more mana. Oh wait, no, Sanctum doesn't let you.
Yeah, it's not Chalice, but they were close because they could Hercules themselves to pick up their LED. Oh no,
right,
they didn't have an LED.
If they grabbed blue mana, I think they could have won.
Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, LED for blue, and then they win
And like
with Echoing Truth. Yeah.
Oh yeah, because they can actually they discard the Echoing Truth because they.
Oh, you're right.
They would have had to find the other one.
Yeah.
Anyway, so they have 1 Chain of Vapor, 2 Echoing Truth, 2 Hercules, 1 Massacre, and 1 Fatal pushes their 8 cards. So that doesn't change a lot. It makes Prelate really awkward, but I think we're just still gonna sideboard like this.
Yeah, there's nothing you can change to your deck, right?
Yeah.
You brought in all your anti-storm cards.
Yeah, it's not like oh no, we can actually cut Council's Judgments because they don't have Dread at Night.
Oh.
So we can just bring in like Wisp and a Brightling. And that's why I wanted to Surgical them, because if you can get important deck info for Game 3. Bring in the Blessed Alliance to get them. Tendrils you for 20. Gain 4, idiot. This is probably a mole. I don't think Surgical and Revoker are strong enough to keep a hand on the draw. You really want Thalia, and you really, really want Chalice. I've plowed my own Flicker Wisp to like gain 3 life and get out of lethal tendrils once. It happens. Doesn't happen often, but it happens. But yeah, this hand is not playable. Maybe they're just holding their Dread sideboard for Game 3. Oh yeah, the Ultra Tech. This hand isn't terrible. I don't think this hand is winning me the game, especially on the draw, though. I think I'd much rather see a 6, and like any 6 with Thalia or Chalice is going to be better than this. And also the lands to cast said spells. Ah, this is pretty good.
Yep.
I dig this. We can Chalice on 0 and 1. I mean, I assume we're going to get Thoughtseize, though. Ooh, that's a playable card, too. I think I top this. This is good enough hate, especially with double Chalice, that I think
I do like it.
that this hate is good enough. Yeah, why play 3 Chalices if you can just always draw 2 of them? Oh, we're just dying? That's fun. Hopefully this is... Oh, nice. My opponent just kept a really fucking weird hand. Definitely still going to Chalice for 0 in the face of this. We're just also going to Chalice for 1 next turn.
If he doesn't play a land, I think he played the Relic Order.
Oh, that makes sense. If my opponent just passes again, we just Relic Order the Lotus Petal. That's actually pretty nutty. Aw. Boo. Hope they miss on lands. And they just brainstorm lock themselves with no lands and a Chalice on 0. Yes, we did it!
Okay. I was like, I don't think you play Chalice on 1, because they are brainstorm locked.
Yeah, if they brainstorm lock, I just like deploy threats and beat them down like for 2 turns, and then Chalice on after.
Yeah.
We got him good.
Wow, you beat Storm.
Yeah.
So much skill.
It's all skill. That entire match was just skill. Out-skilled opponent. That's also notably why I don't really enjoy the Ant matchup very much, because it's like super uninteresting. Like, the games that you win and the games that you lose don't, like, not a lot of your decisions are super important.
I don't know. That mulligan to 5? That was or was it 4?
The mulligan to 4 where we died without...
Yeah, that was
after we went land go.
Mulligan decision.
Yeah.
If you mulligan to 3, you might have won that.
There was... I could demonic tutor
4.
my 7 and I would not have won that game 1. What a promising to start the league down to face elves 3 times. Shut up, Chylith. If we play against elves next round, I'm banning you. We played against elves. Didn't we play against elves, like, was it yesterday? Yeah, because I think it was yesterday, right? Because you were here when we played against elves, right? Yeah.
Yes.
So we played against our requisite elves for the month. We played against it once, so... That means there's no more elves until February. Is this hand keepable? This hand seems really loose. Can you stop giving me priority, Moto? This hand is, pretty loose. I think if, like, the Plow or any of these lands were, like, a spell I'd want to keep. I really like Violent Athalia on the play is so good. The issue is that we don't have anything else to do. I like to keep these hands, but that's because I'm a greedy son of a bitch. But, like, the cards you're always looking for in your mulligans are, like, Violent Thalia. Like, Stoneforge. I'm keeping this hand. You guys can't tell me what to do.
You can.
I'd keep. Okay, in that case, you can tell me what to do.
Why would you want that hand?
Because it has nothing after the Thalia. We're just done.
You don't need anything.
And, like, if we had, like, a Port or a Wasteland, or, like, any other spell, I'd be more inclined.
Look, he's on Storm. All you need is a Thalia.
This could be anything. Yeah, this is definitely on the much lower end of keepables. I would not fault anyone for mulliganing this. I also, like, would only slightly fault people for keeping it. Oh, fuck.
You.
Are we... What? And are we also just dying on turn 1 again? Can we stop with this bullshit?
This is what you get for playing mono white.
Can we stop dying on turn 1? At least...
Maybe you counter prompt.
Yeah, I hope we did his math wrong, because this is a long pause. I don't know, like, what could you possibly not do with 6 mana, though? This wouldn't have happened if you mulled. God, I hate all of you. Man, I really hope he just, like, concedes. Those are my favorite concessions. It's like Dark Rit, Infernal Tutor, concede. What could we be waiting for here? What's going on? You have 4 cards in hand.
And he's keeping you in suspense.
Oh. Well, that seems like not a good time for that brainstorm, I'm not gonna lie, opponent. I feel like we may have wanted to cast this brainstorm earlier. I'm not positive. I hope this ends with just tendrils pass. Dark Rit, pedal brainstorm. Thinking emoji. Apparently my opponent did do some math incorrectly here. Maybe he just, like, saw the Infernal Tutor in hand, and he was like, wait a minute, I also have this second land, I can't just Infernal... The Infernal Tutor's not just Demonic Tutor.
Maybe he has 2 boost spells in hand. No value.
I hope he doesn't get, like, the brainstorm doesn't, like, just draw him out of this. I hope he gets punished. I hope he just passes the turn with 5 black floating.
Just hit him with the question mark.
9 out of 10 times when my opponent goes turn one brainstorm, I internally think, cool, I guess I win now. It's usually, my process is literally, cool, either I win or we're about to die, so...
Can it be anything else? Like, I don't know, Tin Fins?
Technically could be the Esper Phoenix deck.
They play Lotus Petal?
They play Lotus Petal for Monastery, because they play Monastery Mentor. Technically could be the Phoenix deck.
But the Phoenix one plays Swamp.
Yeah, they play Basic Swamp.
They do? Huh.
Oh,
that is not.
Oh, this is... Alright, what are you tutoring?
Okay.
Another Dark Ritual. This is a lot of Dark Rituals.
It is a lot of Dark Rituals.
Got a lot of mana over there, opponent.
Mm-hmm.
What are you gonna do with it? You got 2 cards in hand that aren't Dark Rituals. We did it! Ah, this is a good turn 1. Strong. Strong play. I respect that.
It's to build the suspense.
Well, time to slam this Thalia. Oh, jeez, now we have Recruiter too? Alright, recruit for Prelate next turn.
Do you play the other thing?
What?
The
Cleric? Remorseful Cleric?
Yeah.
I could also recruit Remorseful Cleric if I wanted. And also put that in this turn, we'll see. Let the record show he paid 6 mana to tutor a Demonic Tutor. That is what happened, yes. That is what the record shows. My opponent went Swamp, Dark Rit, Lotus Petal, Brainstorm, Infernal Tutor for a Dark Rit, pass. He used 2 Demonic Tutors to find a Demonic Tutor, and an Infernal Tutor to find a Dark... Or he used 2 Dark Rituals and an Infernal Tutor to find a Dark Ritual.
Mm-hmm.
I think I just want Sanctum Prelate. Like, he's not killing me, and Sanctum Prelate just, on 4, just wins game 1 on the spot.
Oh, yeah, that's fair.
Maybe he thought Petal was an LID. Yeah, possibly. It probably just, like, opponent, like, fucked up something and... Oh, he said something in chat. What do you say? I fucked up! Where's Sanctum Prelate? It's possible I'm actually supposed to, like, recruit Recruiter there to protect Prelate from, like, a Thoughtseize here. Man, what if we're just dead? That would suck. I'd be impressed if he killed me from 4 cards in like this. Dark Rit, Past in Flames? Does that kill me? He fetched the Badlands, which is kind of scary. Maybe I wanted to get that,
No, because you can't play Dark Rit. You can't do Dark Rit, Past in Flames.
Yeah.
You only have 4 mana.
Dark Rit to 3. Dark Rit to 4. Past in Flames with no mana floating. Oh, yeah, that doesn't work. He can Past in Flames with no mana floating. He can get to exactly 5.
That's a powerful play. Maybe he'll Dark Rit, empty the ones.
We could probably beat that. dark red LED passive flames. Yeah, I think that would do it. Oh, we're playing against Tess.
Mm-hmm.
That's good to know. We also do get to put Prelate on 4 if he tutors Massacre here. Also, even if he doesn't. I guess maybe we tutor, like, we put it on whatever this bounce spell is going to be. If it's not Massacre. Because we can't cast Massacre this turn because we have Thalia, so we just put Prelate on 4 and the game's over. Yep. That is, in fact, a Massacre.
Massacre into Sanctum Fall.
Yeah,
Strong.
it doesn't seem super strong, but...
Strong Fall.
I'm wondering if I leave the Vial on 2, just play land, cast Prelate on 4, and leave up Caracas and Thalia in case it, like, somehow...
That's fine.
It's like...
Yeah.
Just like backups upon backups. Like, the game's probably over with the Sanctum Prelate, but you never know. Because he could, like, use another wish and go get, like, a grape shot to start killing things, because we can't put this Prelate on 2 anymore, because he already found the Massacre. Thankfully, my opponent didn't concede and showed me this Burning Wish, though, because definitely would not have put him on Tess. Oh, nice. There's the concession. Alright. Same sideboarding, except the graveyard hate's a lot worse. Is usually what I do here. Especially Recipes. Recipes sucks against Tess. Which is like marginally better than a random garbage beater. Something like that, I think. That looks good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd rather have Rest in Peace than Brightling, probably. Because Brightling's probably the first card that would come in. All this stuff looks fine. Probably not winning game 2, though. Unless my opponent fucks up. I probably just have to keep this hand, right?
Yes.
Chalice is like the best card against Tess, too.
You also have Port, which
Yeah. Put a mulligan to 6. Alright, we're keeping. Is Brightling for reals nowadays? I don't know if it's for reals. It's like nice. It's a nice card to have. I've been testing 2 because I want to see how they feel. I think 0 to 1 is definitely the number you want to be playing, though. 2 is probably like exceptionally clunky. Oh man, this is a Thoughtseize or Death. Oh well, this hand can't beat Thoughtseize.
Nope.
Wow, took a Chalice. What a jerk.
I don't know how you did that.
We have a couple good draws here. Thalia's, Chalice, Recruiter's not the worst.
I have a couple bad draws too.
We have a lot of bad draws. Most of the rest of the deck. We have what? Prelate, 3 Recruiters, 4 Thalias, the other Chalice, 9?
How many lands you got in this deck?
23. So we got like 18 more. We got Revokers aren't bad. It's like 11 good draws. Revoker on LED wouldn't be the worst. I forget if I counted Sanctum Prelate. I think I did.
You did.
Are we dead? We're not dead yet. What are they grabbing? Ooh, that's kind of scary. Stoneforge would be a good draw now. Definitely want to go find a Batter Skull. That's not a super good draw. I'm not going to lie. Importing the Badlands, I think. Try to cut more mana producers.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Rather than like them pondering. Because I want to try to delay the empty if I can. Could easily just be like the red rituals though. Rite of Flames into empty. Recruiter, Thalia, Prelate, Stoneforge. At least we get to surgical them before we die. We see their deck.
Which
Typically,
is probably not different from their main.
yeah, typically test doesn't
Similar.
exactly board in a lot. Sometimes there'll be like some number of Chain of Vapors, but that's about
Or
it.
Fox uses. I don't know if they play that main.
Yeah, they play Thoughts as the main.
Oh, do they?
I think they play less discard than Ant, but they play some. Like, most of their board is taken up by Burning Wishes, but I think they have like a couple non-Burning Wish targets. I should get rid of this Ant screenshot. I need this shit. Some long brainstorms today. No, this is the same opponent last game that had the long brainstorm, right?
Yes.
Okay. This was the god damn it, I fucked up my math real bad brainstorm.
I wonder if he's thinking the same thing.
No, this brainstorm is probably how much can I empty for? Or something like that. Yeah.
Or he's like, shit, I forgot to find the board.
Only has 4 cards left in hand, so like can't be that many goblins, right? Alright, decided to crack the Bloodstained Mire. Cool. It's Underground Sea. Waiting. Dark Ret. LED empty. Lion's Eye. Interesting. This is just for extra storm count. Alright, hang on. Infernal Tutor, crack Lion's Eye Diamond. Oh, he's gonna grab the empty, right? He has 4 mana left. So I can't surgical to fuck with him or anything. He's just gonna empty me for 1, I don't know, 4 or 5, I think. So casting the surgical is just actively bad for me. Because it just adds to the storm count. Because literally he's just Infernal Tutoring for the empty. 10 goblins, that's a lot. It's a pretty hefty amount. Stoneforge Mystic, Recruiter of the Guard. Right on time, Revoker. Good to see you can make it.
Nice.
Draw Holy Lights. Draw Orzhov Pontiff. Brailing. Yeah, Brailing would have been a good draw. Bad Batter Skull. Well, we're going to name Abandoned Hope with our Phyrexian Revoker. Suppose I could have ported him and vialed this in, but whatever. We are likely not winning this game anymore. Maybe if we draw Brightling. Have not done the math. Surgical Embassy configuration. That's the plan. As soon as I officially die here. Stoneforge is just too slow now, right? So we block, go to 3. He has 8 goblins left. Put in Batter Skull. Block, takes 7. Wow, we're exactly dead, but if we draw a creature, we're actually still alive. So we're not dead yet. I don't know if I trust anything that, like, reports paper metas like that. MTG top 8. But I can actually just cast the Batter Skull next turn. We're not dead, I don't think. Oh, now we're dead. Because now we take 9, go to 2, Batter Skull doesn't do anything. Man, drawing the Echoing Truth in those, like, 2 random draws sucks a lot. So why does Storm play Empty over Tendrils? They play both, but Empty is for if you don't have the ability to make Storm count 10. Like, my opponent did Storm count 5 to kill me here. Because if you're under pressure to go off quickly, like against Death and Taxes, where their hate cards come down on like 2 mana, then you want to be able to like just empty them for non-lethal amounts, but then just kill them with guys. I can't let this damage go through. I need to surgical them first. Otherwise, I can't cast surgical. Fuck you, empty the warrants. Wow, their draw for turn with literally Echoing Truth for 2 straight turns. Wow, alright, I guess we were just like actually dead to rights, so that's cool. Those are some very good top decks for being completely hellbent with 10 goblins. I will tell you that much. They brought 4 Echoing Truth? That feels like so many. Also, Prelate on 2 is just insane, right?
That's a lot.
It's actual 4 Echoing Truths.
Did they bring any massacres?
There's nothing else. Oh no, they don't bring any Massacre because you Burning Wish for it.
Yeah, if you're not playing around the Prelate.
Now they're super dead. If they, like, Prelate is like lights out, but Prelate's also like 9 million mana in this matchup, essentially, so. That's why I can poorly brainstorm and lose. Alright, am I doing anything differently? I don't think so. Let me look at this deck. Chromoxes, 2 opals. That's kind of a weird number of opals. 3 Thought Seizes? Is that right? No, 4 Thought. Wait, no. Yep, 3 Thought Seizes. Cool. 4 Echoing Truth and just so many Echoing Truth. I'm confused. I guess he's like really afraid of Chalice in whatever meta he's or they are configuring for. I think Cook has been doing something with Mox Opal to cut duress. Yeah, everyone cuts duress against Death and Taxes for obvious reasons. Dark Rits, Opals, Chromox, and Petals. Everything else is like samey. 4 Echoing Truth is bad. Yeah, 4 Echoing Truth seems really loose. I don't exactly know what matchup he's trying to prep for, but it does not seem great. I also vaguely want to bring in this Brightling. Maybe Brightling's better than Wisp, specifically in Test, because they go for empty more often. We can cut like 8 Wisp. We'll run that. Yeah, we'll run that. But yeah, Prelate on 2 just like kills them outright. This hand does not seem great. Ship this. This hand seems a lot better. Vile Chalice on 0. Opponent will go into 6. We have double Stoneforge as well. To go get Batterskull to prevent them from like emptying me. Opponent will go into 5. Alright, that's what I like to see. Chalice OP, for sure. Also, like, if you're that scared of something like Chalice, don't you play some number of Hurkyl's Recalls or something? Not just 4 Echoing Truths? That seems so weird. 4 seems like so many of that card. Now I get to Stoneforge for Batterskull. I have Pulverize on the board. Is that the one that, like, destroys all artifacts? You sack 2 mountains or something? The one you can Burning Wish for? Yeah, I honestly just have no idea why 4 Echoing Truth is, like, the tech. Shutting off 14 cards in sec with this Chalice seems pretty strong, though. Definitely not, like, unbeatable. This board state is a little fragile. Would love to draw interaction. Recruiter, Prelate, Thalia.
Yeah, the guy's got
Revoke?
4 echoing truths.
I guess Revoker's not very good interaction when I already have a Chalice on 0. But, we'll pass the turn.
It's not that bad.
Yeah, well, like if they bounce the Chalice and then like play LEDs or something, that we get them.
Mm-hmm.
Start gaining life with this Batter Skull. Seems good. If we draw a land, we can put a sword on it next turn. Gain 6, deal him 8, draw a card. Have lethal set up for next turn. Leave this vial on 2 for the Revoker. Ooh, that's a pretty good one, I would say. If I were to guess how good that was, I'd probably go with pretty good. Pretty good. So we just put it on 2.
What's on
Just 3 Burning Wishes and 4 Echoing Truths. There's no way they
so
can...
he can't beat
Yeah,
that ever?
they can't take it off the board. So they have 1s and 4s to kill me. That's it. It turns off all of their 0. They could, like, Echoing Truth... No, they can't even Echoing Truth the Chalice in response. They just replay the Chalice.
Wait. Oh, no, wait.
Turns off Burning Wish, turns off Echoing
He
Truth.
Burning Wish the empty, right?
No, this was last game.
Yeah, last game he
Oh.
Burning Wish the empty, right?
Yeah, but he had one in the main as well.
Oh, is it in his hand or something?
No, it's in the graveyard. You see the one
Oh,
in the
yeah.
graveyard.
Okay.
They usually have one in the main and one on the side.
So his only kill is
An empty. But we also have this Batter
A
Skull.
single empty into person.
So we're just winning.
Yes. I think you lost.
Pretty sure if we just play this Prelate on 2, my opponent just loses. Unless they boarded in the Massacre and just next leveled me. But we're definitely putting this on 2. Don't have to be scared of, like, Chain of Vapor on Prelate. Although I'd probably put it on 2 anyway, just because it turns off Burning Wish for Massacre, which is the scariest card.
Mm-hmm.
So even if they had some number of Chain of Vapor in their deck, I'd still put in this on 2. I feel pretty confident in this board state, not gonna lie. This is not the worst board state I've ever had.
Odd.
You'd have seen Chain of Vapor in game 2. Yeah, definitely. And like the fact that they have 4 Echoing Truth makes me really think that they just don't. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, 9, 10. So putting the Revoker isn't lethal. So there's no point. Wait, hang on. If we draw a land, we have 4, 5, 6, 7. We only have 11 if we draw a land for the sword. So I guess I'll put in the Revoker. Do I name Abandon Hope with this Revoker? Or is that mean?
Oh, it's fair enough.
If we lose, now I'm just gonna feel like a total knob. Hey, we just do the land. We just win. Cool.
I sank him.
Oh, they conceded.
Oh, weird.
We did it. We won. Yay! We managed to beat Tess, which is a significantly worse matchup than Ant. We lost game 1, right? No. Oh no. Wait.
No, you won.
Well, oh yeah, that game 1 was the Dark Rit, Infernal Tutor for Dark Rit. Or yeah. Okay, I was trying to remember which game we lost.
Yeah.
Alright. We won game 1 and won game 3. Lost game 2. Today's Storm Day, I guess. What a weird match. Chalice is one of the only reasons that matchup is even close to winnable. The matchup is so horrendous for like the old Ethos-Run Canonist builds. Because especially on the draw, you were just super, super dead because Tess was so much faster. They just like could likely kill you through the Thalia. But then that last game I put him all to 5, I think. And then we got to play Chalice on turn 1, and then like Prelate on turn 4 or whatever. That would have been impressive if they could kill through like just the Chalice at that point almost. They could like maybe end step Echoing Truth the Chalice and then go off. They would have to like go off at like with Tendrils and me being at 24 because like Empty's definitely not beating the Batterskull though. Chalice has become as much of a lock in this board as Kata. Yeah, Chalice is like insane. I love Chalice. Yeah, I definitely want hate 3. Chalice number 3 is definitely on the short list of cards I want to be playing in my sideboard. But I'm kind of messing around with stuff as at the moment. Sounds great. Sounds. Oh, I'm not getting Chalice. Nice. Sam's gonna get a lot worse if I didn't play this file on 1. But this is like Eldrazi, that's pretty scary. We do have 2 Stoneforges. Hoping this is just like Red Prison. Probably not Red Prison. Still could be. Like a Karn. Could be Steel Stompy as well. I'd be surprised if Steel Stompy didn't have a play on turn 1, though. Red Stompy and Eldrazi Stompy could definitely do Ancient Tomb Pass into like... This is a Ballista? Oh, Endless One. Wisp. Got Wisp for that. God, if this was their play, I almost want to port this Cydia Traders just to slow them down a bunch. I mean, like slowly violin my guys. We get up to 3, we just kill the Endless One. They only have 4 cards left in hand. Steel Stompy feels so bad when it doesn't have Chalice. Yeah, I agree. I think Steel Stompy is like largely much like the worst Ancient Tomb Chalice deck in the format. I think I am just gonna actually just Rashad and port them here. Playing Mystic feels really good, but also like I assume they have scarier cards at more than 4 mana here. So I kind of want to prevent them from, like, smashering me or endbringering me. We can definitely deal with Endless One with this Wisp, so I don't mind just using Rashad and Port.
Is Endbringer the 6 mana tapper or pinger?
Yeah.
That is terrifying.
Yeah, it untaps on it every turn. 2. Card is busted. It's 2 pingers. And it's also like a 5/5 or something. It's just also enormous. Thank you. That's so fucking dumb. Yeah. Battle for Zendikar block was not the brightest idea. Alright. Want to keep ripping lands here. Chalice? Sure. Do they have land? Are they considering not playing a land? Happy with that. We can definitely win by just like viling in Stoneforge, untap, viling in Wisp, eating the Endless One and keeping them off of mana. Still would love to draw a 3rd land, and probably a 4th land after that, so I can actually cast some of my spells. Nice. Take another whack for 4 here. This port's just so good right now. I'm scared of cards that they might be able to cast and would love to prevent them from casting them, if at all possible. Taking the Vial up to 3 here is really awkward, because if I want to keep porting them, it also prevents me from deploying any of those, like, million 2-drops in my hand. I also need to Wisp this, and also if we draw 4th land, we can start deploying 2-drops again. It's probably going to be Stoneforge, so if we draw 4th land, we can port and Batterskull and Wisp. Oh, they played another city. Sure. Continue to port that one instead. Oof, Thought Knot hurts. Take this Wisp, that's not good for me. We might need to Batterskull. Luckily we have 2 Stoneforges here. They just have to take the Wisp, right? It just kills their Endless one on board, which is just super good for me. At least we could leave this file on 2 now. I don't want to get an Revoker on Ballista. Yeah, especially now that we're leaving Val on 2. It's like, we're pretty insulated against a Ballista. Just really want to top deck this land. Did my internet die again? No. I was just waiting. Let's go Stoneforge. But I don't know quite how we did that until we lost. Yeah, exactly. Because I was going to like take the vial up to 3, and it's going to be kind of awkward. But now we get to leave the vial on 2. Well, that doesn't do anything on multiple accounts. I think I have to not port them here, which is really sad, but we also just like need to defend against this this onslaught here. If they have Smasher, we can still like stack block the Smasher with Stoneforge plus Batterskull or something. With the other Stoneforge. Yeah, I think I have to not port here. If they have Endbringer, we at least have a Revoker for it. This second Stoneforge is likely getting Jite. And if they just attack me, we have a Batterskull. They might have Dismember for this. Are all Stompy lists on 4 Ballista now? I don't think so. Maybe they are. This feels like this germ's getting dismembered. We're just going to chump block with Athalia here. Alright, our city goes bye-bye again. That's good for me. My friend looks like he's really excited. Oh, he's reading a tablet, I think.
Yeah,
Shiloh.
I'm reading my iPad. I'm being a weeb.
You can't cast Ape spell. Yeah, you need red mana if you're casting Sivian Spirit Guide. Alright. Gotta leave this vial on 2. Not looking super great. Definitely not looking the worst.
What happened to your flickers?
They got Thought Mounted. So now we can, like, Thalia plus a Revoker. 2 Thalias takes care of Thought Knot. We can, like, Thalia with Caracas and, like, first striking stuff down. Not sure if I want to do that, or I just want to deploy my whole hand here. Just, like, Stoneforge, Thalia, Violin, Revoker. I think I want to deploy my full hand. We're at 8. Ancient 2 would be easier. Well, we're at 8. I don't know how good it would be. It'd be, like, kind of... I mean, I guess, like, 82% of one of these lands, we could just equip the Batterskull, if that's what we're talking about. Just mash him with a 5/6. But we also would have like taken a bunch of damage trying to cast spells
What's your
before.
plan for next turn?
Draw 5th land to quit Battle Skull.
Oh no, I mean their turn.
Oh.
Chump?
Oh well, if we have Thalia plus Revoker, we can actually just stack block a Thought Knot, which gives us better odds of drawing the 5th land. I think I want to. Is the question of do I want to block with Thalia and return it with Karakas and only lose Revoker, or like play out the Stoneforge as well? 2 Stoneforges trades favorably with this Mana Reshaper, so I think I'm fine with Stoneforge, Revoker, Thalia. I can double block this, and be left with the Stoneforge. And we also get Jite, which is not like the worst outcome in the world. Let's name Walking Ballista. Maybe Endbringer. No, they only have 3 mana. Can we ever port here? Nah, I don't think so, and I don't think I want to. They have 1 card in hand and 3 mana. Oh, well, that's rude. Yeah, well, we can file it back in. For however much that's worth. No Thought Knot attack. Interesting. We just get to eat this Reshaper. By filing Thalia here. Thalia's back. I think I'm taking 4. I don't really want to chump block this with either one of my things. Something sequencing. I mean, there's no way they could sequence that. I guess they could, like, Karakas it here so their thing doesn't die, but definitely not the best use of Karakas I've ever seen. I'll go to 4. They reveal Cavern of Souls, sure. This is another Reshaper, sure. 5th land, please. Oh, another Thalia. That's pretty good. It's a good draw here, you know. Not a good position here. So if I port their Karakas, they're forced to use the Karakas then, and we can file it back in.
Mm-hmm.
Not the worst proposition. Yep. Now when you start chump blocking both these things, though, if they attack with both. If they attack with both, I'm actually just going to throw both Thalias in front of the Thought Knot, and then both Stoneforges in front of the Reshaper. I'm not filing Stoneforge so you can play and equip Jite, because I want to file back in the Thalia again. Putting Jite on the Thalia is definitely bad, because they have a Karakas. They can't prevent the block ever. Yeah, as long as I have the vial there. Stoneforge the Jite on the last turn. Oh, and attack. Vial in the Stoneforge. Activate Stoneforge. Attack. Get Jite counters. Yeah, I'm playing too defensive. I don't understand that part at all. I guess I wanted to like be able to actually like hit something here if they attack. Yeah, because this attack I just get to like throw both things in front of the Thought Knot and then throw both Stoneforges in front of the Reshaper. Wait, no, I can't do that because I'm actually dead if I do that. JK. My main thought on the port here is what I wanted to be able to kill this Thought Knot Seer. But it also means that I'm going to 1. Yeah. It's probably fine. So block like that, I think, is what I want to do. Untap, equip Batter Skull to this Stoneforge. Attack, go to 5. They have this on play? Yeah, this should be fine. Unless the last card is Walking Ballista. But if the last card was Ballista, I couldn't win. Well, I guess I might have been able to win if I did the attack with GTA line. Not positive on that one. Draw a card. That's useless. Land, please. Eight. So if we get GTA counters, are we dead? Yes, because now we can't like do the Thalia trick. Because now they have access. But if we leave up port, we can't pick up this Batter Skull still. Drawing 2 plows was definitely not part of my plan. We have to like chump block this endless one now. Those swords would be amazing if there wasn't. Yeah, these swords would be insane, but they look substantially less so. So if we play GTA, play Thalia, they attack. We block. If they still have Caracas up, and we only have 1 creature, so it's not good. Shall check the newest MTGO update. Just Chalice check him. Thanks, guys. So I can cast Volley Pass and actually run back my port line. So they have to port me, and then we can like eat this Reshaper and hope we draw a land for this Batter Skull eventually. Then we actually die. Wait, no, we don't. Because we have the Violon too, so we can put it back in. But yeah, we just do this. I think I might have wanted to go for the GTA line last turn. I definitely didn't really think about it. Getting the GTA Online was probably a pretty big game there. That's fine. I think I want to jump block with this Thalia more than the Stoneforge, because the Thalia is so bad against the Crockett, so we're just like desperately trying to hell hand here. Lethal if you draw land. Yeah, it's kind of been my plan for the past 3 turns. Finally get to take this Vial up to 3. Also, like, most of our 3-drops would also be insane here. Hey, that does something.
If only you kept your Thalia.
No, because then you just, like, Croxes my Thalia and it gets to hit me for 7.
Oh, no, he blocks.
Oh, no. Yeah, he blocks here. Yeah, Wisp would have been fine. We could Wisp the Batter Skull. No block. I like your Moxie, opponent. I guess if he has a... No, you can't have, like, a removal spell for this, right? There's just, like, nothing. I think we win. I don't know why he wouldn't have blocked there. Maybe just because it's not lethal, he doesn't need to yet, but, like, Reshaper digging for something might have been helpful. What kills us here? Does Smasher kill us? No, because we gain 5. All his dust? That'd be kind of sad. 1, 2, 3, 4. He can't all his dust. This Ancient Tomb's turned off. Ballista for 2. That doesn't do a lot anymore. Just block this Reshaper. Oh, so now we can trade off with this if he wants, I think. Oh, let's just figure it out.
GD puts a wrench in that plan, right? So.
Oh, it doesn't put a wrench in the plan. You can still kill it with the GTA triggers on the stack. Or ping before damage or anything. If we draw, like, another 1-drop, solid. So if we GTA up, we go to 11 and kill the Endless one and the Ballista, right? You also could double block. And I only kill the endless one, actually. Well, then we have GT counters, so that we ping the Reshaper.
Mhm.
But then you start pumping this Ballista, and we need to, like, pick up the Battle Skull and put it back into play. I wonder if I just don't attack. How bad is that? How bad is just not attacking?
What's it? The worst case, you get 5/5 haster, and you die.
I guess that is probably the worst case. We need to, like, stop burning time. This is game 1. I think I want to... God. I don't actually know what I want to do here. This is weird.
Play GT and equip it. That's
Play GTA,
about
equip, and pass?
Can he?
I don't
Going to land this turn,
Mm,
or he has no lands in hand, right?
I don't think so.
Then play GT, equip, Wasteland, Eldrazi Temple.
I don't want to Wasteland. Wastelanding prevents me from, like, recasting its Battle Skull after I pick it up. We could
Are
also just
you-
attack, because math is for blockers.
You can't do that.
Waste Temple. Everyone wants to do Waste Temple, but, like, my plan
Because
is pick up this Battle Skull and put it back into play.
Because if he draws the 5-mana guy, then he can't play it.
Oh, Reality Smasher specifically. I don't know how much I hate that.
Or any 4-mana thing, right?
So, just, like, pass the turn here? Wasteland the Temple and pass the turn? Yeah, I thought about, like, the picking up and putting back in Skull line, but I think any, like, normal block should be able to prevent that. Like, if he just double blocks, then it's awkward. Then I'm priced into, like, having to ping off the Reshaper. Definitely get in there. Yeah, math is for blockers. Chat's right. Chat's probably not right. I definitely don't hate attacking. I'm just not sure if, like, not attacking is actually better. It's weird. Yeah, sure. You just eat this Mad Reshaper here. Could also just eat the Ballista and leave the Reshaper. Ballista might actually be more scary. Right?
Yeah.
We go to 9 though, and that's a 3-turn clock, which is kind of scary. Because we go to 6, pick up the Battle Skull, go to 3.
Matter or Ballista kills your dudes. So
Yeah. Perhaps you're equipping GTA stuff. Yeah, we'll kill the... He also has to ping me here, or he only gets to ping me once. So, actually, we don't die in 2 turns. Or 3 turns. Because now he only gets to ping me once, because it dies to state-based actions. So now we don't Wasteland, because our plan is pick up this Battle Skull. And put it back into play by casting it. If we draw 6 land, I'll Wasteland, but we just have to... We'll fade for a turn, hopefully. And before, just Smasher immediately. Alright, not Smasher. Also, no attacks. That one seems more dubious. Oh, now we Wasteland. We drew the land.
Mm-hmm.
We can also port.
Yes.
Vile, I guess. Oh, yeah, maybe. Seems kind of loose, though. I just burned, like, my entire clock in game 1, so... Luckily, this is Eldrazi, so we can play pretty slowly. Or play pretty quickly, I mean. God damn it! Fuck you too, deck.
Nice deck.
Man, this deck is so good against Chalice of the Void. We've just drawn 3 Vials and 3 Plows this game. Is this another Reshaper? Oh, Blizzard for 1, sure. Deal. I'm attacking. I'm equipping with GTA and then attacking. Ooh, that's a good one too. Come at me. Sure. What's the reveal here? Reveals Endbringer. It's pretty far away from that one. Play this lethal Stoneforge Mystic. Whenever Joe said times out, he just declares that he's testing for paper, was winning, and doesn't care. Have you tried that method? That sounds a lot like Joe Lissette. Jesus. That's like the most Joe Lissette thing I've ever heard in my life, Patrick. God damn. Savage as hell. Alright, so we want these things, then, like, I always look longingly at Cataclysms. So there are a lot of cards to cut in this matchup. I can't decide if I like Kaz in this matchup. Neither can I, honestly. Like, it's weird because it's hard to tell how fast your Eldrazi opponent is. Sometimes they're playing all the way up to, like, the Singleton Ulamog. Sometimes they're, like, the really, really low to the ground ones still. It might be better, like, because my other option is, what, these Thalias are my other board in? I have 58 cards in my deck, and it's either, like, 2 Thalias, Thalia, Ballista, or, like, 2 Cataclysms. Like, Priest doesn't do it. I guess Priest, like, what, synergizes with Wisp? But Vial's pretty important in this matchup. Priest seems pretty rancid. Ballista's, like, maybe marginally better than Thalia. Thalia, especially with Crocus, or just, like, with a new Mizawa's GT, can definitely block, like, Thought-Knots and stuff, so it's not nothing. Ballista's, like, really, really clunky. And, like, only is fine if they're on the Mimic version. Opponent Cavern Ape, which means the aggro version of Spirit Guide, or he's playing the long con. I mean, you're gonna Death and Tag, because you can name whatever. Could have named Hammerid, and it didn't matter. His Ballista's actually, like, randomly decent against Ballista as well. I hate, like, just second Thalia and Ballista over 2 Cataclysm, though. Still not sure where and when I want Cataclysm in this matchup. I need to figure that out at some point. Generally, if my opponent casts, like, an Oblivion Sower, it feels more like a Cataclysm matchup, because they're just going bigger. Is Double Wasteland good enough? Double Wasteland can be very good against Eldrazi. Sometimes it's just horrible, but I don't hate this hand. I will love this hand a lot more on the play, because we actually get to deploy this Vial. But if my opponent goes Soul Lands, we just need to, like, Wasteland them to stay alive. Sneap this? Alright, I'm in. Chat convinced me.
Yeah, so you're not getting punished.
Oh, well, that's kind of a punish. It's gonna beat me down. We also just, like, definitely need to Wasteland this Ancient Tomb. Wasteland them until they stop playing Soul Lands is generally my plan. Don't play this deck to mold this hand. What, Wastelands and 3 drops? Oh, to snap. Alright, sweet. Now we can get our Vial down, because my opponent didn't play a Soul Land. Ah, no, Urborg. It's gonna cost me, like, 15 seconds over the course of this game. So you have to click all your basic lands twice. Spyglass. Wow, that's mean. Maybe name's Wasteland, though. I don't know. Still waiting. A lot of cards they could name here. Aetherwell, yeah, sure. Spyglass is a broken magic. I think broken is a weird word.
Busted.
Do I Wasteland the City of
But he
Traders?
saved
Feels
you
kind of
off
bad.
of-
Aethervile.
That's unfortunate.
Kind of just want to hit land drops more than Wasteland them here. Like, Reality Smash is really scary, though, because I take 10. Like, is Wastelanding the Tomb greedy? Because they have the City of Traders? It lets them play, like, a Thought Knot. But that's about it. Then, like, Thought Knot this Judgment, and that's really bad. Is Wastelanding the Tomb too greedy? Or the City? No. Yeah, Wastelanding the Tomb too greedy versus the City. I'm not actually sure. I definitely don't like just, like, Lannis GT, because we're just, like, fucking dead as shit to a Reality Smasher. I think wastelanding the Urborg is definitely not crazy. Yeah. It just feels like kind of a little bit greedy, because if they have like Soul and Thought Knot, I get pretty badly punished. Take a lot. But I think I'm gonna go for it. They have like second Urborg. Well, then they lose their city and only have 3 mana, so
I
not a
don't
big deal.
think they'd have played it like that if they had another Soul in it.
They would have played Soul Landed into the city instead of Urborg into the city.
Yeah.
That makes some sense.
Maybe there's no lands that you get punished. Or if he's just not playing them. He could just not be playing it.
Reality Smasher can't hurt you if you don't believe in it. Yeah, Reality Smasher can't hurt me if it's not real. It hasn't smashed my reality yet. I feel like I need to start playing lands. This Spyglass is on my vial, and like I am getting beat down. I don't think I wasteland this city, especially because they didn't play a land drop.
Yep.
Next turn we can even like wisp the Spyglass and Violent Crusader if we need to like double spell. It does let them reset the Spyglass onto like GTA or Wasteland though. Ballista. Ballista would be good here. That's for sure. I told you, Ballista is good if they have Eldrazi Mimics. Probably just playing Crusader is good enough on this board state, though. Especially because we also have this GTA. Oh man, this port's going to be gas.
I think you just go
Crusader.
Crusader into They Are Dead.
Yeah, that's the plan. Well, if they have, like, Thought Knot... Actually, no, we just go to 2. We're fine with that. Or not fine, but we live. Get, like, 9,000 GTA counters. Ping, ping, gain 4. Wisp the Spyglass and play both. I don't know if I love that. It turns off my GTA. It's, like, also probably okay, but... It doesn't... Like, getting the Wisp and play doesn't do a whole lot if they just slam Thought Knot, right? Because Flickerwurst doesn't trade with a Mimic anymore. And if they have nothing, this Crusader already stonewalls these Mimics. And we just equip GTA and win. Council Judgment Spyglass isn't the worst either. Judgment Spyglass Violin Crusader.
Yeah, I think that's the other option.
That's not bad either. I don't hate that. Gives me better access to Flicker Wisp next turn. Deal. You got me. You can make your Mimics 1/1s if you want. Oh, the Scion prevents me from triggering this GTA. I get it. Oh, well, that's getting wastelanded.
How does the Scion work?
They sack it to make a mana. So they're just going to sack it to prevent me from dealing damage with Crusader. But I am just going to wasteland this Iafugan. And we can take 4, go to 6, but... I do need to... I could also just, like, cast Wisp on the Scion. And, like, not attack. So the Wasteland plus Wisp seems fine, too. It also makes it so that even if they somehow make, like, another Scion, then we have a flyer to put GTA on. Get your Eldrazi Scion. Is attacking here greedy? It's kind of greedy. It, like, just doesn't matter, essentially.
Yeah.
The attack, I don't think, is super greedy, but it's just not important. Oh, second Eye. I can't even port that. Third Mimic. Well, most of them are dying here. They wouldn't make another Scion, they'd kill the Wisp. Yeah, whatever.
Aren't they all dying?
No, because I only get 1 GTA trigger, because the Crusader kills it with first strike damage.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, and then I kill the other 2, whatever. The point is that they lose. The point is they're dead. We did it. Okay, or they just don't block and we get infinite GTA triggers.
And that seemed like a play.
That did not seem like a strong play from the opponent.
I disagree.
I'll just get swords so I can just murder them with Crusader. Think you equip the Wisp, they're not going to double Wisp attack. I mean, it doesn't matter, right? Like, I'm getting 2 GTA triggers regardless. Thought not me. I dare you. Fine, I'll kill these things. Okay, cool. They conceded. We did it. Response to TKS kill 3 mix. Yeah, that was the plan. Untap, just jam for 900. That was a little bit sloppy. I think I definitely missed that like the GTA line in game 1, where I just had like the vial on 2 and I could like go grab the GTA, put it in with the other Stoneforge, equip it, and like get in a connection. Six, 17 wins, 8 match wins. Some people think GTA is a reasonable card to ban. Yeah, GTA is a really fucked up Magic card. If like anything involves creature-based combat, GTA is just messed up. If nothing matters, kill the flickers for BM. I mean, I could have. Like, the game was over. What was our opponent running match? 2 Tests. They're playing Tests. We played against Ant Tests, and then Eldrazi Stompy. So we stopped playing against Dark Ritual decks. After getting turn 1 on the draw... No, they were on the draw. Turn 1, game 1 of match 1. And then almost getting turn 1, match 2, before my opponent realized that they fucked up something real bad. Dark Rit, Lotus Petal, Brainstorm, Infernal Tutor for a Dark Ritual, pass the turn. Word from our sponsors, Els. Shut up, Chylith. If I play against Els in these next 2 matches, I'm still banning you. Now we play the waiting game. I'm still mad at, God, what, was it Army that, like, super jinxed me into playing Elves? Either Army or all the time, I forget. Fucking Pack Rat. I've definitely lost a Pack Rat in Legacy before. Yes, in Legacy before. It's common sideboard tech for the, like, super budget mono black Reanimator deck. Which is kind of weird to board it in against, like, white decks, because they're, like, already overloading on Plows and, like, Path of Exiles and stuff. Oh, wow. Are we playing against Patrick? What up, Patrick? Don't look at my hand, please.
A little bit, but at the same time, right?
So we're playing against
If
Miracles.
we get,
This hand is, like, not super good against Miracles, but it's got 2 ports and a file.
I keep going.
Oh, here's Patrick. Oh, wow. Wait.
Wow.
LMAO censored.
Are you swearing at Patrick? What the hell is wrong with you, JR? Yeah, of course fuck is censored, JR.
They really censored LMAO? That's mean. LMAO's like my favorite thing to do. Man. This hand's like kind of greedy. Double port's so good, though. I'm gonna keep. Like, Vile's insane, double port's insane. We'll draw stuff.
Oh, he actually saw what that was.
That's
Do you have...
not. Oh, that's weird. Why is it censored on mine, but I don't even know how that works.
Do you have, like, sensitivity?
Oh, I might. Maybe there's some, like, setting. I
Mm.
don't know. But Miracles on a Mold of 5 versus double port is pretty good. And before he's like, okay, no, definitely Miracles. Ooh, yeah, see? Told you we just draw stuff.
Mm-hmm. Are you hoping he grabs a Tundra?
Wow, force on your Mold of 5, that's mean. Yeah, please fish for Tundra. Bottom, you say? Miss your land drop, you say? Yeah. Just conceits. I'm sorry, Patrick. I still love you. And you have to force the Violate on Mole for sure. I was just saying, like, I was like, just like, there's a less of a chance that he has the force for the Vial if he's on a Mold of 5, but it just still happened. But he was also on a Mold of 5, and then had to fetch the Tundra, and then also missed on the second land, and then just fucking beefed it. Poor guy. Have you played exhibition match against Patrick yet? No, yeah, I've never actually played against Patrick online before. I've yet to actually, to run, like, a Miracles testing stream. Is there anything worse than Relic Order in the deck currently? I don't think so. Relic Order is, like, always, like, kind of a toss-in because, like, if you have 7 cards to boarding against Miracles, it's, like, better than the last Mom that you're cutting. But I don't think Relic Order is better than most of these cards. Like, there are arguments for it over, like, the second Revoker or the Crusader or the Remorseful Cleric or something. Yeah, Mold of 5s are always super accurate for testing against people. Obviously, we're super favored in Miracles matchup. How do we ever lose? But anyway, yeah, this seems fine. Do we just, like, snap off hands with Cataclysm in them? Or on the draw, we have, like, Thalia into stuff. Cast Cataclysm later. Doesn't have a Vial. But, like, it sounds pretty good. I just, like, hate not Vial hands so much against Miracles. But Cataclysm is nutty. I think I'm gonna keep this. Time to Cataclysm some nerds. Let's get them. Oh, nice. More lands. That's what I want. I just want to keep drawing lands for, like, 4 turns or something. Timely Aether Vial. I wonder if I actually play this Aether Vial here. It might be better, because this could easily just be a Plow, right? Could also be a Disenchant. But, like, I think the setting up the Vial might be better than just casting Thalia into whatever this is. Could just be, like, an AK as well. But I don't like just casting Thalia into Plow on tap. I think I just want to jam the clunky-ass turn 2 Vial. If he disenchants, it's whatever. If he AKs, it's whatever. Yeah. Plus no Mentor. Oh, fuck. That's not great. Probably just needing to Thalia here. Thalia does very little against most of what it could be. Yeah. I mean, yeah, Vial's only bad against specifically Disenchant there. Plus no Force. Ah, fuck yeah, now we're probably dead. Only has 2 cards left in hand. I went Recruiter. I don't know. Thalia prevents, like, too many tokens, and what are we recruiting for? Like, Palace Jailer? Like, that's not going to do it against, like, giving him 3 open mana. Baits of Force, unless you set it for Cata. Well, apparently my, Thalia also baited Force, but I don't know if Cataclysm is good against Monastery Mentor. It's probably necessary. Like, we're Cataing and hope he doesn't, like, hit running cantrips for a while. While we hit land drops and eventually, like, do something, but... So we definitely have to cast Cataclysm here. We... Alright, we just need to rip a land immediately. And I need him to not have any cantrips. We're dead. Could not hit any lands. Didn't shuffle. Not good. And then we need to, like, rip a land off the top. Ah, perfect timing for this Chalice of the Void. Nice, nice. He stopped cantripping, maybe he's out. No, didn't he stop? Oh, he stopped cantripping with the flooded. Yeah, he had a flooded strand. I think he stopped cantripping because he already, like, had lethal set up. He just, like, didn't need to. Wasteland target. Perfect. We're not dead dead, we're just mostly dead. Okay, now we might be dead dead. Hey, we drew the land. Did you board out all the plows? Yep. Boarded out all of the plows. Alright, alright. Oh, there's always game 3. Let's just run it back. Yeah. This is one of the most common ways I found that you lose against Miracles is just like they jam turn 3 Mentor. It's the fastest D&T versus Miracles match ever. Woof, this hand. I think I can get better hands. Jailer's like pretty sweet if we hit 4th land and he jams Jailer or jams Mentor on 3, but we also need to hit a white source. This hand's really bad against back to basics. It's not even like super strong. Like we Stoneforge for Batterskull and it gets plowed and then we have no castables. We can like port him a couple times. I think you keep this behold for some basics. I don't know. I feel like there are a lot of 6s that are better in this world. Like any 6 with Thalia, Chalice, or Vial. Everyone's telling me to keep. Am I crazy for wanting to not keep this hand? I have 2 ports is pretty good. That's why I kept the first hand. Yeah. 0 skill so far. Tundra. It's kind of a scary card for him to lean on here. To lead on. Ooh, Thalia. I like that way more than Stoneforge. Oh, this makes sense. It's just rude. Tundra screams. I kept a 1-lander. I wouldn't have been surprised if it was like a 2-lander with a basic plains. God, now we're like, were we rewarded? Like, we're still missing a white source. We can't cast anything. If I jam Stoneforge and I get back to basics, I just fucking die. I mean, I guess it turns off his Tundra as well, but like, I think I have to jam Stoneforge here. It's like, I think it's better than just porting and crossing my fingers. I can like port the island and hope that does something. Port. It definitely does buy me some amount of time, and it might be his only white source. Or blue source, I mean. Cast a Brainstorm here. Maybe an AK. Ooh, the snap. Oh, he might have a 3rd land here. I'm just gonna flashback this Preordain here. Yep. Top bottom. Ooh, Chalice is nice. Are we just like conceding that we're dead to this back to basics? Because Chalice is insane. I think we're just gonna jam this. Back to basics, me nerd. Do it, punk, you won't. Oh, that's mean. Hey, we do the land. Do I jailer the Snapcaster? It's kind of scary if he has another Snapcaster. It's actually incredibly scary if he has another Snapcaster. I don't think I want to jailer this Snapcaster mage. It is just so bad for me if there's a second one. Not coming. Yeah. Like 2's definitely not 0. My opponent's cantrip twice or something. Question is, what else do I do here? I'm not jailering. I'm not brightlinging. Am I just stone? I guess Stoneforge plus port's not bad. Jam brightling here and jailer. Jam the brightling to like bait the second plow. Oh, I hate Stoneforge port. Stoneforge also baits the plow because we grab Batter Skull. Guess he didn't have mana to like. Maybe I should have jammed Jailer there. Forgot he had to crack the EE that turn. Could have like cracked the EE, flashed in Snapcaster, but then he would have needed a third Snapcaster or just a second port. Please no. Back to basics. Also no Jace. That would also be pretty terrible for me. Would not want to see that either. Tempted to block this, but probably not. If he doesn't have an answer, we get to just make a Batter Skull. Block, you coward! I was like a tiny bit tempted, but like definitely not. Ooh. Don't cast a spell, don't cast a spell, don't cast a spell, just pass the turn. Just pass the turn. Alright. It's a good step one. Now my eternal fear is that his last card in hand, like he has land and he goes Plowed Jailer in response to killing the Mentor, and then he just can get it back with the Mentor token and then snap. But I feel like he would have plowed the Stoneforge. I think I just jammed Jailer and crossed my fingers. Pretty sure I'm jamming Jailer and crossing my fingers here. I mean, I'm not beating the Mentor by not killing it with Jailer.
You could kill it by
playing and equipping sword and attacking. That's like even worse against Swords to Plowshares.
That is true.
No. Cast like a Brainstorm at least. Don't plow me, please. Okay, a Brainstorm. That's still, if he has any removal spell, or even like a Jace up or Jace down tick, he can get his Mentor back. But then we can like Flicker Wisp the Jailer and eat the Mentor again or something. Also, he just finds Force. We're just super fucked. We have plenty of guys to get Monarch back. But my concern is that if once we lose Monarch, he gets the Mentor back, and then we just fucking die. My sorry makes us even. Well, he only has one card left in hand. And before Jace. Oh, well, cantrips are also just good on the F6 thing. I don't have anything to do. So we're only very dead.
Yep.
Only incredibly dead here. Like, make a Batter Skull. Wisp the Stoneforge. Plane equip the... Oh, Jesus. Stop! Stop casting more spells! Hit 3 lands on a Ponder. Stop not shuffling. Alright, yeah, now we're dead. I mean, we were dead like 3 Ponders ago. We were dead about 1 Force of Will ago. Wait, is this like actual lethal? 1 off? Nothing I did mattered. A couple choices we made mattered. Forces any plan does this, yeah. There was the possibility of like jamming the Jailer on the Snapcaster that one turn, but then if we play the Flicker Wisp to target our thing, then he just forces the Flicker Wisp there. Take that. Disenchant. He wanted to drag it on us. Yeah, maybe ran out of spells. He only had like 1 card left in his hand. I don't know. Might start leaving in 2 plow for Mentor. Yeah, Mentor is usually the only way I lose these games, but I don't know if like leaving in 2 plows is really going to like make a substantial difference here. But the Miracles players do seem to be like gravitating back towards Mentor after like going like down to 2 or some people even being off of it. I'm sure Patrick will come back into the chat and we can discuss. Oh, no. Last card was Snapcaster, also who counts? 25 matches against Miracles. 44 wins, 20 losses. We won game 1, yeah. Lost games 2 and 3, which is weird. That's usually backwards. They choose Plow versus Chalice. Yeah, but usually, like, if you have a Chalice that's, like, sitting on the board and being fine, then, like, the Mentor's not nearly as threatening. I do think that, like, the more Mentors, like, may warrant keeping in some number of Chalices. I used to, and then I used to keep in Plows, like, some number of Plows, even when I was boarding in Chalice, and then Phil was always talking about how, like, oh, what are the odds that they have the early Mentor, and then you have one of, like, the 2 Plows left in your deck, and then everybody agreed with Phil, and then suddenly the ball's back in my court, because I stopped boarding in all the Plows, or stopped keeping in some of the Plows. Becomes really hard to keep in Plows if you're bringing in Chalice, I mean, but, like, it doesn't, like, it's not a huge deal. Like, there are slots of, like, very mediocre cards that you can cut them. There was a super aggro, no respect for Plow line of Brainstorm, Force It, and let Jailers. That seems super, super loose. Forcing the Jailer just seems like it's almost impossible to lose at that point. Wow, this hand sucks a lot. This is like one of the worst hands I've ever seen. I don't know if my opponent's trying to concede to me or trying to convince me to concede to them because they're 4-0 or something. Or they're like 2-2 and whatever, I'm mulling this hand. I'm 4-0, you'd be interested to split. Oh god, working out split logistics is like just so inconvenient. Like, I don't mind it. He's not, Yeah, I'll just play. Well, this hand's okay. Do I want this?
What do you think he's on? What kind of person do you think he is?
What kind of person wants to split? Everyone wants to split at 4-0. Plays Shadow usually, I think, says Lomer Boy. Apparently he knows him. Oh, maybe I should have actually taken the split. Lomer Boy's buddy. Nah, fuck off. I'm sorry. We'll see. The key was 5 spells plays, by the way. Mold of 3, cantrip, Tundra 7. Oh, well. You didn't want a repeat of game 1, I suppose. Yeah, we're topping this. It's actually a terrible deal. Why would they only give you 4 chests? I don't know. I wasn't really paying attention to what the offer was. How many chests do you get? 16? They keep 12. What's up, Lasco? Well, this isn't. Oh, this is Grixis Delver or Blue-Red? Just jam Stoneforge, grab Sword or Jite if it resolves.
Yep.
Doesn't get dazed. If it does get dazed, whatever. Yeah, our entire hand is very, very dazeable. Yeah. It's usually, like, split down the middle. I don't think I've ever, like, tried, like, at 4-0. Like, offered to split or anything. I've definitely split with people before. That's kind of mean. This hand's pretty good. Isn't offering chests in exchange for concession basically bribing, unless 8 is half chests? 8 is half the chests. It's just basically offering to split. But some people don't like splitting the whole way, I guess. And before Darker Buried Alive. Darker Buried Alive doesn't usually involve Delver of Secrets. Yeah, also MTGO lives in a very, very weird gray area of, like, what constitutes bribery, where Paper Magic is super, super strict about it. Am I just Crusadering? Yeah, they're not buying me out. They're definitely just, like, offering to just say, hey, do you want to draw? And give me the 5-0 because, you know, 5-0 is gets the most prize rather than 2-4-1s. You offered 4 chests, though. That's not, like, buying me... That's definitely not offering to buy me out. That's just, like, lowballing me on the split. That's just saying, would you like to split? I'll give you 25% of the winnings. Anyway, I'm just jamming Crusader here. Probably... I guess Recruiter's probably my card I care about least, but, like, Crusader actually does something on this board.
They know about the Crusaders, so...
Yeah, they know about Crusader and the Recruiter. Bolt, yeah. We can cast Flicker Wisp now. So now we can actually, like, block this Insectal Aberration. If we draw a 4th land, we can Flicker Mountain Wasteland and waste them. Don't know how good that is, but I like trying to keep my Grixis Delver opponents off of True Name mana if I can. Definitely not worth sacrificing my 3rd land. My hand is mono 3s, though. This is probably a Flicker Wisp turn, though. Flicker their Delver. Chance it just doesn't flip. Yeah, nothing really better to flip. Or Flicker. We also get more info if it does reflip. We get to know a card in their hand at least. And they didn't shuffle with the Ponder, so I don't know if they were, like, specifically playing around flipping their Delver again. And they weren't. Cool. Hopefully it's not just land at your name. Daze would keep them off TNN. That's true. But I feel like they would have dazed something at some point. I think I'm still blocking this Delver. I'm pretty sure I'm definitely still blocking this Delver. Because I'll block with it I'll block it eventually. I'll block it when it flips, so I might as well block it when it's not flipped, so they don't, like, flip off a bolt the Flicker Wisp and kill me. Please, no True Name. Don't do it. This doesn't look like a True Name. Oh, that's also bad. Bitter Blossom's kind of hard to beat.
I feel like
Brightling
beats it up pretty hard.
Yeah, Brightling is really good against Bitter Blossom, just, like, gaining life and attacking a lot, forcing them to jump. Drawing the 4th land for the Brightling was also excellent. So I kind of scared my opponent has a True Name, but they definitely would have cast it over Bitter Blossom if they had one. So hopefully they don't draw it. No, they know their top cards. Oh, they can fetch it away. Main deck Lightcaster would be good here. Yeah, just main deck Devour Lightcaster. Get them. Would much rather main deck Leonin Relic Warder, and that's not particularly close to happening. Brainstorm for Force. Please no Force. We're going to recruit like a Stoneforge and like try to fight through a Bitter Blossom. Unfortunately, our Crusader's dead, so that doesn't fight through Bitter Blossom anymore. Felidar. You obviously play the Spirit one, right? There's a Spirit from like RTR. That's Feldarko, but it's like a different. It's a better creature type. A Brightling resolved. That is a good sign. Hoping we don't get true named still. All right, cool. What am I recruiting for? Just Stoneforge to get Fire and Ice Brightling beatdown? Keening Apparition, yeah, that's the one. And all of those are probably just worse than War Priest of Thune, right? The ETB, the one that doesn't have to kill itself to destroy an enchantment. And also War Priest of Thune is a human, I think?
Yeah.
I could get Ballista. It's like not terrible. Just like very, very afraid of True Name. No. It's kind of rude. League makes it much harder to keep this Brightling alive. A lot of people are big on Brightling and Miracle. Yeah, the list that Patrick had me play was playing a Brightling and no mentors, which is not great. It was like Brightling Entreat or something. I don't hate Thalia. Why does everyone keep asking for brothers? Do we really look alike? No, this is just my friend from college who's visiting for a couple of days.
Yep.
Anyway, let's attack. Get him. Go get him, Brightling. Do look like? I don't know. I didn't ask, but I assumed he was. Apparently we look like, I guess.
Huh. That's unfortunate.
For one of us.
Yeah. That's not cool.
This feels like a Gurmag Angler. Alright, well that's a lot less scary than True Name Nemesis. Don't all white people with glasses look the same? Okay, that's the most fair description that I've heard today. Is this just also True Name? I will cry a lot. Is this second Gurmag? I'm probably still going to cry a lot. Wow, this has been a horrifying turn. Suddenly, this got a lot worse. Alright, what the fuck am I recruiting for? How am I winning? Mother of Runes doesn't beat 2 Gurmags. Although Mother of Runes plus Brightling, pumping Brightling to like a 5-1 can help. Well, we can keep him off of Tin and an Angler now. Thanks, Patrick. Stoneforge for Sword doesn't beat them, because it's still like Brightling trades with a Gurmag. Mom isn't the worst option here. I don't love it, but I definitely don't hate it. Mom plus Brightling can actually deter these Gurmags. We are slowly dying to this actually, no, because we get like pro-black Brightling, just smack them for a bunch every time. Worst case.
You could also just gain a shit ton of life off the Brightling, right?
Yeah. Let's go with Mom. Those are just castable here. Brightling shields are down this turn, but whatever. I think we just need to get lucky because we're pretty far behind on board. Hopefully the last card doesn't bolt. Ballista and Pump for 14 turns. Not even that many. They have a Brightling. Oh, fuck. Alright, well, we're dead. We did it. Draw like Flicker Wisps for the next 500 turns. Chump blocking. 11's a lot of damage. I think we do just lose, though. I think we are incredibly dead. Nice, another Thalia. How do we lose now? Yeah. We're not dead. We could, like, block one, chump block another, draw plow one, block another, but then we're, like, still dying to this Bitter Blossom. It's just, like, not a game I would have a lot of fun grinding through at this point. Alright. Usual board and 4 cards. Cut Revoker, Recruiter, and second Recruiter. Recruiters are like just kind of slow and clunky.
Yeah.
And then not a lot of like good haymakers to find. Too bad our Mirror Crusader died in like turn 3.
Do you want the Leonin?
I don't think
Bitter
it's
Blossom?
like really, really narrow, especially because we're boarding out recruiters. So it's like we can't really find it.
Yeah.
I always like think about it, especially when I see like Pithing Needle or Jite along with Bitter Blossom. But odds are usually you try to race it with like equipment and stuff.
Yeah.
It's also unfortunate that we're playing these like fucking Brightlings instead of Hallowed Spirit Keeper, because Hallowed Spirit Keeper might have actually been able to do something. The only time I've ever beaten my opponent with like Bitter Blossom True Name Nemesis, I actually raced it with a Hallowed Spirit Keeper and a Jite. This hand sucks a lot. New tech beside you so you can board in Chalice with the 1-drops and cast them through with Thalia. Good plan. I love it. Woof. I'm keeping this, right? I think it's bad, but keepable. I think it's better than a 5. Especially with a Scry. I'm keeping this. I don't think I'm keeping that. Sand does suck a lot, though. Sucks a whole lot. Probably just like never playing into Days if I can help it. Because our card quantity matters a whole lot. Hopefully they don't have a Young Pyromancer start. But they've been like shaving a lot of Young Pyros recently. Nice. We fucked? Oh yeah, we super fucked. We're dead. We are well and truly dead.
Yep.
Hey, we can Blessed Alliance this Delver. Nice, right on time, Aether Vial. I think we're actually going to play this Aether Vial. Probably not even cast Blessed Alliance this turn. We even gain 4 if we wanted to kick it.
Oh boy.
Then we get dazed. Hey, this Delver doesn't flip either. Nice. Alright, well, now we're just saving this Blessed Alliance to try to get rid of this True Name. We've found the new plan. The new plan is just draw all the basic planes. Deal sorcery speed 1/1 electric. Hey, Mom's a scary card. Flip off of Lightning Bolt. That's also horrifying. We need you to draw like a removal spell, please. Beyond fucked. Alright, well. We're not destined to win this game. What's this? Upgrade? Yeah, sure, whatever.
Never lucky.
Terminus is what you need. We just hardcast it. Kept Mother of Runes, Blessed Alliance, 4 lands, and then we scryed a land to the bottom, and then we drew like 4 more lands. Alright, well, I guess we're Blessed Alliancing this Delver now. Target player gains 4 life. Target opponent sacrifices a attacking creature. Choose target player for gaining 4 life. Choose target opponent sacrifices an attacking creature. Alright, now we just need to draw Council's Judgment. Oh, cool. The second True Name. Alright, I've had enough. Not our game to win when we draw actual 4 lands and 2 Aether Vials and 6 draws. Just deck really didn't want to close. But yeah, overall the Brightlings have been like pretty middling. I don't hate 1. Like, but 1 Brightling feels really weird because it's not a bullet. It's not a thing you can tutor for. It doesn't really fill a slot. Like a lot of 1-ofs that you can't tutor for fulfill a certain role. Like Sarah Avenger isn't just it's a 3/3 Vigilance Flyer. It's Flyer number 5 or Flyer number 6, right? So it's a role player. So it's not like a bullet that you're tutoring for. I mean, Crusader's also really meh in Brightling's defense. I have never been high on Crusader. I like Crusader like as a tutor target because in some matchups it's very good, but the Brightling's downfall is that it's not good as a tutor target, and you kind of want to play multiples. But like 1 Brightling in the board feels weird because it feels like it could be more targeted. Turned off Leaving Legacy today because they suggested D&T wanted to play against Grixis. What? It's like my least favorite matchup to play against in terms of like decks I'll see on a given day. Spirit Keeper, the white TNN. Yeah, for sure. I just kind of want to play like a normalist again. I've tried Brightling for a little bit. It was nice. I played against like a bunch of Miracles and Blue-Red Delver, and Brightling was really cool. It was fun, and I wouldn't fault someone for like sideboarding 1. I might even try to find room for a sideboarded 1. But if I were going to a paper tournament, I'd probably just play like Jailer, Hallowed Spirit Keeper, and like 3rd Chalice or something. Just of most to least, I'd probably rather play against Elves. Okay, that's not true. I'd rather play against Grixis than Elves. That's 100%. Grixis is beatable. We have cards that are good against Grixis. Cataclysm is very good against Grixis. We have a very bad deck against Elves. At least Elves you get to play. I guess that's understandable. So yeah, just like 3rd Chalice, Jailer, Hallowed Spirit Keeper. I think that was the list I was playing before I started like testing out Brightlings. Today's stream kind of settled me on no Brightling. I don't know. We also like the stream we played on Friday where we played against like Blue-Red Delver 3 times, Miracles twice. Like Brightling was insane. So like gathering data from 5 matches, 2 of which were Ant, or like 2 of which were Storm, is not like a super good sell on Brightling. And Brightling was like fine. It was going to be very like pretty strong against Grixis Delver. It's not like Crusader was going to beat like the Bitter Blossom double Angler hand. Yes, it blocks an Angler or attacks through an Angler, but like it's not racing 2 5/5s and it doesn't kill 1. And still dies to Bolt without being able to protect itself. Yeah, my issue is that like what I was talking about. I like having access to 1. I think the correct number of Brightling is either 0 or 1. But you can't tutor for the Brightling, and it's not a good like role player. It's a weird card because you want it against like Delver and Miracles, and that's like about it. If you could recruit for Brightling, I would never not be playing Brightling. Card would be bananas. I just don't know where I would put it. Like I could put a Brightling in the board, not play the 3rd Chalice, play Jailer in the main again, and like switch the Brightling to a Spirit Keeper. I wouldn't hate that either. Or Jailer? Nah, fuck Jailer. I've never been high on Jailer, I've never been high on Crusader. How's the 1 Remorseful been? I actually really like the 1 Remorseful Cleric. It's been pretty impressive for me. It just like randomly fulfills that like 5th flyer slot I was talking about, where sometimes you just want a critical mass of things that can block a Delver of Secrets. It's useful like random like game 1 hate against stuff like Dredge or Reanimator that's tutorable with Recruiter of the Guard if you have those weird games where it like actually makes it to turn 3. And it just like is serviceable in matchups where it is a 2/1 flyer with no text. Like it holds equipment and flies over things pretty well. Mentor the Meek card advantage. I get enough bad suggestions from the D&T group chats. I have to fucking Army donated for me to stream Tithe Taker Death and Taxes on Monday. Fuck Tithe Taker. Tithe Taker's unplayable. Don't play Tithe Taker. Don't register Tithe Taker. I'm gonna stream it on Monday. I'm gonna complain about how bad Tithe Taker is. even if it's like helping me. It's like, this card fucking sucks, as we like dodge Toxic Deluge with it. But anyway, I think I'm, after playing, what, 4 leagues with Brightling now? I think the consensus is it's fine. I liked it against Delver. It's not what I'm looking for against Delver, though. Like, so many of my Delver losses are just fucking True New Nemesis. This is not really a card you can play that deals with it. You're a strong, independent man who doesn't have to accept donation lists. I'll play it. Like, people keep asking me about Tithe Taker, too, so it will at least get some of the people off my back.
You're playing...
If you dodge a sorcery with Tithe Taker, play that thing forever. I mean, like, it explodes into a spirit, so, like, you still have a board presence after you get Wrathed, is what I was implying there. Not that it inhibited things.
You're playing Risk Grand Abolisher?
Yes, but Grand Abolisher doesn't die and become a 1/1 spirit.
Oh, well, in that case...
And also, Grand Abolisher doesn't affect abilities. That's what everyone always tells me when I say it's bad Grand Abolisher. Also, my internet is fucking crashing right now, so I should probably call the stream instead of just sitting here rambling. Ugh. Holy Light. Holy Light, I might try Holy Light instead of Blessed Alliance. Holy Light's just so fucking clunky. 3 is basically 1,000,000 mana. Singles. I like how XG loves Howl. Yeah, Howl Spirit Keeper is great. I love Howl Spirit Keeper. Fuck Tithe Taker, though. Tithe Taker is just bad Howl Spirit Keeper.
What ability would you want to use on your opponent's turn but not your own?
Fetch lands. But it's Legacy, so that doesn't matter a lot. Activated abilities you want to use on your opponent's turn. Aether Vial. Aether Vial. Aether Vial.
That's so narrow.
It's obviously the tech for the mirror. Come on. They also can't use... They need mana to use their GTA on your turn, so you can, like, equip your creatures with...
Well, in that case... Right.
Yeah, I mean, if fucking Tithe Taker exploded into like 5 spirits like Howl Spirit Keeper does, then yeah, I love Tithe Taker too. But like, it's a bad 2-for-1-ish card, which Grixis can 100% grind through. But when Spirit Keeper explodes into like 7 spirits, it's much harder for Grixis to deal with. Otherwise, another reason for Ancient Tomb. I've also been like toying with a really, really bad Death and Taxes list in my head that like just goes really deep on Ancient Tomb, kind of like Yaz's list, except Yaz didn't really like go deep on it. Yaz still played like 1 white cards and like played Chalices in the sideboard. I was thinking like just like go deep on Ancient Tombs and like swap Chalices and Swords and like play more stuff like Thalia Heretic Cathar or Vryn Wingmare. It's probably horrible. That was just, it was a thought experiment I had.
Just do Thalia Stompy, the deck.
I mean, yeah, Soldier Stompy exists already. And so does Mono White Eldrazi, both of which are probably better versions of the deck that I just described.
Does Soldier Stompy play Vryn Wingmare?
No. So it's more, I guess it is more Thalia Stompy than Soldier Stompy.
No, you play 4 Thalias, 4 Vryn Wingmares,
playing
and 4
Glow Rider? Oh, then we get them.
That's 2 and a white, right? Because if it's not 2 and a white,
it is 2 and a white.
Okay.
I remember Mardu No Plows D&T after the top ban. Was that the one with like the main deck Chalices that like Phil played? I registered that in a tournament once. It was like not great. It was the red white Death and Taxes with the single scrubland for Orzhov Pontiffs. I did cast an Orzhov Pontiff against my opponent who just emptied the Warrens though, and that was amazing. But anyway, just a thought experiment I had. Ancient Doom does let you play like dumb shit like Holy Light more too. But anyway, maybe I'll try out a Holy Light instead of this Blessed Alliance. Both of them are probably just worse than a second path. I do own 2 Holy Lights. Well, we need his Pontiff for
that's
white.
A mistake.
We need a mono white Pontiff, yes, but that's like super out of white's color pie at this point. What, you think I should own more Holy Lights? I think I got it because I think Soldier Stompy played Holy Lights. Let me see this list.
Oh, I thought you... Bought it for the D&T. I fucking hate elves. Get me out of this shit.
No, I bought them because you were playing them in Soldier Stompy. This deck is so fucking bad. Soldier Stompy is hilarious.
Why don't you just play more Glow Raiders?
Because you gotta go all in Soldier Tribal.
Or you could not.
Palace Jailer's a soldier. Enlistment Officer finds Palace Jailer. It's a combo.
Hear me out. You cannot do that and just win the game by making their ponders cost 5 mana.
Yeah, but then you play against like Death and Taxes, and then you lose.
You're gonna lose
because you have 12 Thalias in your deck.
You're playing Soldier Stompy.
Or you play against elves. Or you play against elves, and you're just like, wow, fuck, 12 Thalias was a bad idea against creature decks.
You're playing Soldier Stompy. You're not gonna win anyways. You can just give out the creature matchups. No one plays those anyways.
That's true.
Yeah. Only deck flyers play creatures.
So we should just play Thalia Stompy. So we should iterate on Soldier Stompy by just cutting all the soldiers and playing Mono Thalias. And just like Chrome Mox Ancient Tomb. Chalice.
Yeah. You can play Trinisphere.
That's like a Thalia.
Yeah.
You ever played Thorn of Amethyst? 16 Thalia?
Ooh.
You can turn one with an Ancient Tomb. You can turn one Thalia.
Yeah. Does Trinisphere... How does Trinisphere work with Thalia? It doesn't
unfavorably.
it, right?
Yes. Yeah. Trinisphere applies at the very end of the spell.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
Yes. It applies not well. We can play Sphere of Resistance. That's like almost a Thalia.
Oh, is Soldier Stompy good against elves?
Well,
I actually had no idea.
You have much better than Death Taxes because you have the possibility of Chalice and you have Heretic Athar and stuff, and you have Sideboard Holy Light.
Oh well, in that case,
get them, and Suppression Field.
Oh, that is actually disgusting.
Suppression Field's pretty good against elves. Second Wirewood Symbiote. But anyway, we play like 20 Thalias in one deck.
Yeah.
Is that enough?
And Suppression Fields.
This deck sounds horrible. I'm turning off the stream. We've gone too far. I had a bad idea, and then Alex had a much worse idea, and now I'm just sad.
Yeah, I just outclass you. Every single step of the way.
Oh, Barra's streaming again. Just host him. Oh, is he just gonna be? Is this his new time? I'll just keep hosting him if he's always on after me. But anyway. Everybody say goodbye to Alex. This is his last time on stream while he's here. Forever. He's gonna die tomorrow.
Please don't kill me.
Bad ideas and the worst ideas. This must be a Stoneblade was invented. Woof. Need some weird spell that kills everything at CMC X or greater now. Somehow. Yeah, that'd be like I don't know how you'd like make that spell work. But anyway, thanks everyone for watching today. Hope you had a good time.
I think that'd be busted.
What?
CMC
X or greater. Yeah, because like you couldn't choose X by paying mana, or else it'd be just broken, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I'll pay 0 for X, and now I destroy everything. Obviously, it's like not my preference.
Because then you just have no creatures. Then
you'd have to determine X in a really weird way to figure that out. Where X is like the number of creatures on the battlefield or something. And then it like kills Gurmag Anglers. It kills True Name if there are 3 or less creatures in play. It'd be like an interesting board wipe. It'd be really weird though. I don't know how it would be like properly configured, but whatever. Anyway, if you like the stream, you like the content, you want to see more, you can hit follow, subscribe, donate. Follow is totally free. Help you know when I'm going live. Help other people find my content. All that stuff. Subscriptions get you a sweet Thalia emote and Thraben subscription badge in the chat. Donations, like we were talking about, I'd be more than happy to play donation deck lists. The rules for that are all down below, as are the links for my YouTube and Twitter pages. YouTube is where I post all these streams after they're done being live, and Twitter is where I post my schedule and stuff. Cost white 4 minus X. Oh, that's just a mess. Now we're doing 4 minus X in casting costs. That is just a disaster waiting to happen.
Yeah, I think that'll only happen in like an unset.
Yeah. Anyway, whatever. Catch you guys all on Friday for the longer streams. See you guys all then.